Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon session on the Partners Program. It's probably the worst time to present after lunch, but it's going to be sleeping. My name is Gregory Topar. I'm leading the strategic partners for North America. 2.5 years in Kore. A lot has happened in this period of time. So when I joined the company, we had about 15 million ARR, 1.5. Now we are around 100 in 2.5 years. We didn't have any program for partners at that time, and we had a huge professional services team, which is not with us anymore. So now we rely on partners 100%. So that's the very important part of our strategy. Yes, I can. Or absolutely, and I'm not a native speaker as well. So if you don't understand something, just please let me know. So I'm gonna present together with Georgia Peel, who's the customer success director, and she's looking after the partner success, based in UK, but looking after North America together with me. So what we're gonna cover today is right. So first of all, we're here to celebrate. So it's not only about the informative session, but it's also to celebrate what we've done so far. And this year was absolutely amazing. So all the logos that you can see on this screen, a lot of them has been added this year. And to mention a couple of them, Shell, which we providing delivery services at the moment in Europe. Vanguard, one of the largest account acquisition this year. And if you go across all these logos, you can see that we basically work with enterprises, so the big companies, operating in 5 different sectors. Number one, the financial services. This is our largest portion of the business, working with the companies like Citibank, like Vanguard. The second one is healthcare. There is a lot of opportunities for payers, for life sciences. The third one is the retail and manufacturing, and the fourth one is CMT, which is mainly the telecom companies. So, thank you for being with us. And most of these logos has been acquired, or we deliver the services through the partners. So that's the important part of our business. Where do we stand today in terms of growing the business? 117% growth year over year. Close to 100 million ARR, 154 solutions sold, so accelerators which are built on top of the platform, specific for horizontal and verticals. We have $160 million services in the pipeline, already with some predefined services that will be attached to those opportunities. We have developed over the 60,000 signups in PLG. PLG is our line of product, which is focused on the small customers. But the small customers are signing up to the platform for the minimum fee, and they're growing as they progress consumption of the platform and sessions. So it's a huge market and huge potential for the partnership. Over 1 billion conversations. It's hard to imagine this number. I just give an example of one or two accounts, but one of our largest financial services institution, we serve about 300 million calls and 50 million chats. So that's just one customer. So if you scale it through these 400 accounts that we're working with, there are a few really large ones, and and several customers which are slightly smaller. We added about 160 partners in our portfolio and ecosystem of partners, and I talk about like how do we think about a partnership and the program. And the last important point, we just closed the round D of financing, 150 million, which should help us to go through this through the dinner tonight. Yeah. That's very important stats. 41% of our business is actually sourced through partners. That's how important this channel is for us. 71% of the business is influenced by partners this way or another. So we either co-developed the market opportunities, or we bring opportunities to our partners, or our partners bring opportunities to us. But 70% of the business is generated in collaboration with our partners. It's very, very important channel for us. And then 100% of our license transactions have attached partners to those transactions, simply because we don't have a professional services. We used to run the professional services organization within Kore. We decided at some point to focus on technology. That's what we're good at. And we 100% rely on our partners. So quite a big opportunity to working together. The way we think about the partnerships is there are 5 main areas and opportunities for partnerships. So number 1 is the system integration. System integration is a space where which includes the different phases of the project, starting from defining the transformation of the contact center or the help desk centers. Second, defining what kind of products and what kind of solutions are going to be included in the scope of work. Then is the delivery part of work, maintaining of solutions, infrastructure management, oversight and hand-holding after the delivery. So the cycle, you start with the first project, but the cycle of services delivery, it takes actually through multiple years. The second one is the reseller partners. These are the partnership where we are focusing purely on a transaction, and then we might have a different partners attached for the service delivery. So from the system integration perspective, and opportunities for all our direct sales and also through the reseller sales. The third group is BPO MSPs. You've seen Wiley on stage, you've seen Sid on stage. These are 2 big partnerships that we do with Entity Data, with Teleperformance. MSP and BPO market is going through a major transformation. If you look at how they provide, or some of you used to provide the services to your partners, to your clients, was mainly through providing the resources and FTEs in the BPO business or MSP business. The customers are actually asking for automation. So you no longer provide the services through the delivered by human, but it's a mix between the human and virtual assistants. So that's the huge potential in the market, and we see a lot of growth in this part. ISV and OEMs, we work with all the major players like Zendesk, Salesforce, AWS, Twilio. We typically have a native integration, and a lot of these solutions are deployed either through the marketplace or are ready for delivery through the native integrations. And then TSDs and in TAS, this is like Trusted Advisors Group. It's a network of multiple influencers at the different level of, usually at the executive level, who are providing the referrals for our business opportunities. So that's our landscape of partners. Now, how do we work together? So first of all, providing the software and solution to the clients is always collaboration. We focus mainly on providing the technology and everything what is related to that. So delivering technology itself, the platform, the solutions, application support, enablement on these applications, certification program, make sure that you are successful in a delivery and providing support for your clients. We provide the leadership support in terms of the high touch point sales activities. and we stay with you through the entire cycles of the sales. Simply because we know our product very well, and it's a product which is changing pretty often. You've seen a lot of presentations today on the main stage. We're adding a lot of innovation on a monthly, quarterly basis. So it's important to bring this innovation to your clients, and that's what we provide as a part of support. And on top of that, we have attractive partners program with the sales spiff, and Georgia is going to talk about more details on what do we provide in this part. Benefit and services that are typically provided by our partners, including the consulting services, the business transformation, managed services. So this is usually the part of the mandates and the services provided within the system integration. Integration of the network and managing the applications, hosting, and everything related to the contact center deployment. So the nature of deploying the different projects and the different sales plays actually define like how do we go to market and what kind of services are required in each part of the project. So the way we look at the way we play in the market is like basically there's 5 major sales plays that we're operating with our clients. Number 1 is customer experience. This is usually a large contact center transformation, either through voice or chat. It's automation of interactions between the client and some type of contact center. I'd say these are the biggest opportunities in terms of volume of interactions, but also in terms of complexity of implementation projects. Specifically, when you have a large contact centers with large volumes and a lot of legacy systems, that's a huge opportunity for the system integration. The second one is employee experience. Think about it as a help desk transformation. So typically, it's like ITSM use cases, it's HR use cases. So all the services provided to employees, either within the company or through the external third parties. The third group where we see actually the biggest growth at the moment is the agent assist and agent experience part. It's supporting agents with a copilot and executing the next best action by within the same agent desktop that they're using today. So we integrate with all the native, all the legacy solutions like Salesforce and Genesys, and we provide the next best action suggestion within the agent desktop through the agent assist. Fourth one is a search experience. I think you've seen some presentations today about the use cases that we deliver, for example, for Morgan Stanley. That's using the retrieval augmented generation for advanced search and providing responses to the queries asked by the customers or employees. And the last one, which is the latest development, is the application experience, which is a huge opportunity for system integration companies building the AI applications using generative models and platforms for multiple different use cases. And this is where we see actually the biggest growth and opportunities in the market. So these are the 5 plays that from the product and use case perspective. And the way how we play together is obviously there are multiple ways to go after market opportunities. The first one is the existing customers. So if you already have a business relationship with your clients, you know exactly where are the pain points, you know exactly what kind of solutions are they looking for. Knowing our product, knowing how we can address those pain points, it's much easier for us to create the business opportunities and go after those opportunities. The second one is the net new customers, so prospect either from Kore side or from your side. The opportunities where we put together the response to the RFPs, the opportunities where we put the joint value proposition and address those opportunities. The third one is the competitive takeout, when it requires a little bit more creative approach in terms of how do we position different products or how do we take out the existing solutions already deployed within a client. But it's quite often a situation, and simply because this technology is relatively new. So a lot of our customers try to innovate, they experiment with the different technologies and always find some type of limitations on pain points. They want to try something new. So it's a great play for us to demonstrate the value and and already replace the existing technology. And the last part is the services revenue, simply by becoming our certified delivery partner. As I said, we don't provide professional services today. We have a small group of talents who are mainly focusing on a solution, like solution expert services. And we provide oversights for projects, but we don't do the delivery work. So 100% dependent on our partners. Any question to this part, or?
Are you going to dive into the corporate or partners? Is that something you're going to dive into?
It'd be good to just maybe sort of look back at the competitive takeout, because in terms of sales plays, I'm finding this quite a lot in terms of how I'm going to sort of address, wrapping Kore.ai in and sort of taking other sort of competitors out. Could you maybe just outline what your thoughts are and sort of how Kore's differentiating against competition now? Because it's going to help me in the future, and I'm being selfish.
So first of all, we have there will be a session on, I think one of the breakout sessions is going to be purely on competitive landscape. We spend quite a lot of time on that, and also our analysts do. So you saw the Gartner presentation today, Forrester. So a lot of analysts are providing a market point of view on how do we compete in the market and where the core is positioned. Historically, in a Gartner's Magic Quadrant, we've been placed as a leader twice in the last 2 years. This year, as far as I know, Gartner is not going to publish the Gartner's Magic Quadrant. It's going to happen next year, just because of the disruption in the generative AI market. For every competitor, we have quite a deep analysis from a technical perspective, from go-to-market perspective, from partnership perspective. And if you have any specific situation, competitive situation with your client, we're happy to provide this type of intelligence. So I don't want to cover that today in details, but there is a session, and let's make sure that you're going to be in the session. It's pretty interesting, actually. Any other questions? No. Any thoughts on challenges that you guys faced in working with us? All right, thank you.
So I'm going to try the clicker, see if it works, because it doesn't usually work for me. Brilliant, thank you. So for all of those I've not met, my name's Georgia Peel. I'm part of our partner success team, and are focused on supporting the partner program and also some of the tools that we use. So it's been a really exciting time for our Kore.ai partner community. Last year, we launched our new partner program, and with that, we also launched our partner engagement portal to help you engage with your customers and deliver success. So it's been a really exciting year, and thanks to all of you for obviously supporting us in this journey. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the tools that you can leverage with particular focus on the partner portal. We're bringing out some really exciting new features, so we're going to talk a little bit about those. I'm also going to speak a little bit about some of the enablement initiatives that we're going to be introducing on top of the partner enablement program that we've already put together. And then finally, speak about some of the marketing activities that we're going to be introducing and helping you drive business development and increase revenue. So, the partner program. Sahil was actually going to be joining this session, but he is not here. But yeah, this is a quote from him, but we really believe that through our strong partner network, we're enabling more businesses globally to harness the power of conversational and generative AI first strategies. So the features of the partner portal, I'm going to kind of go through these in the presentation, but I'll just highlight a couple of these. So enablement, this is one of the key things that we've really tried to focus on around creating a partner-centric enablement path. This is obviously one of the most important things, making sure you're able to communicate the Kore.ai business value, be able to deliver the solution. Events, we've worked really hard this year on promoting a lot of our partner events, and I think there's probably some of you in the room who have done some events with us, and we've seen some really great success and deals come out of those events. So it's something that we really want to sort of ramp up as we move forward into FY25. Business planning and objectives. So this is one of the new features we're going to be talking about, but essentially it's where you're going to be able to see how you're progressing through your partnership. Obviously, you will sort of been assigned to a tier, so this is where you're going to be able to see a holistic view of where you are and what you need to progress. Opportunity tracking and ordering. This ties in with lead registration. A lot of you may have already experimented with the deal registration feature we've got in the portal, but essentially trying to make it easy for you to register your deals and track those as we move forward in the sales cycle. Marketing content. So the team have worked really hard on collating all the relevant content, but putting it in a way that's very sort of partner-specific centric. I think that's really important. Before, a lot of you, I think, were accessing our customer resource portal and our customer academy. So what we've done is we've moved all of that content into the portal and have made it tailored very specifically to our partners and partner-centric enablement as well. And demo environments. So we want to be able to give you the opportunity to be able to demo our solutions. So I know that's been a key ask from everyone. So we've made it a really easy way for you to request demo environments and get your hands on those, because obviously we know you need to go out to your customers and demo our solutions. So the partner portal. So a quick show of hands. Who's actually logged into the partner portal? Okay, fantastic. So for those of you who haven't, I'd really recommend that you do log in. And if there are people in your team that haven't, we've got everything there that you need from a partner perspective. So it's really important that you do log in. There's lots of content available. The new enablement program is accessed through the partner portal, so you'll only be able to access that through the partner portal. And for those of you who haven't logged in, there may be an incentive that I'll talk about later that may force you to log in. So what is the partner portal? It's essentially one central hub, again, that has everything you need from a partner program perspective. So the idea is that we're enhancing that collaboration between us and you as the partner. We really want to streamline those communications and have one central place where we can collaborate and communicate. Knowledge sharing, I'll touch on this in a second, around the asset library, so all the new content that we have. Partner enablement, I've spoken about this, and we'll go into it in a little bit more detail. Sales and channel management, so being able to register your deals, manage how you're progressing, how the deals are progressing, and how you're progressing in your partnership status. And then loyalty and engagement. So we want to make this a place where we can engage effectively, build trust, and this is the place where we can do that. So also, if there are any questions as I go through, please do stop me. Happy to answer questions as we go. So the first thing when it comes to talking to your customers is educating and informing them on the power of conversational and generative AI. So the asset library presents tailored points of view, content, marketing materials for you to be able to go out to your customers and have those conversations. We have created a new way of adding, marking up, co-branding our assets. So allowing you to create a sense of relevance with your customers. So you can now go into an asset, this is just a sort of a snapshot, and co-brand it with your logo. Obviously showing the partner, strength of our partnership. We obviously don't want to be seen just as a vendor and you as the partner. We really want to strengthen that partnership and show that we have a fantastic relationship. So you've had the initial conversation with your customer and you've got them interested, and you need more support from the Kore.ai team. So the easiest way to do this, being completely transparent here, is to register your deal. It gets everyone excited on our side, and then we can add people to support you with the deal. So you can register your deals now through the deal registration feature in the portal. So what will happen is you will go in, you'll register your deal, you'll be able to upload any additional information, whether that's RFXs, RFPs, and then that will then be sent to your partner sales director, who will then go ahead and approve the deal and then start assigning the necessary support and resources you need. Yeah, of course. That is a very good question, and I'd like to say 24 hours, but yes, it does depend. To be completely honest, we've not really had any instances of sort of conflict or anything, so there's not been any issues where someone submitted a deal that someone else, so it's pretty quick. It's mainly dependent on your partner sales director, so a lot of the time they'll be aware if you're submitting a deal. So yeah, Nick, I guess you can, if it's taking too long, we point the finger at Nick. Yeah, so it shouldn't take too long, yes. That's a very good question. In terms of how long we give you to close the deal, so typically we'd give you 3 months, and if there's another deal being registered, we would obviously work with you. We haven't really come into that instance in the minute. If we're working with you on a deal, and it's progressing, depending what stage it's progressing through. So it would probably be done on a case-by-case basis, but we haven't really run into that. But it's obviously something maybe we can discuss at a later. Yeah, so in terms of if someone's registered the deal, another deal within 3 months, does that make sense?
Yeah, it is strong. I mean, so the cycle is typically, let's be honest, it goes around 6 months. Minimum. So what we typically do, if we see that the deal is maturing and we see the progress in the deal, there's no questions whether we should keep it in the system or not. If the deal is going to stay at 10% for 3 months, then obviously, we're going to move for a pipeline. We are forecasting the sales and growth of the company to our investors, so it's quite important to keep the pipeline.
We've seen that there's a lot of partners outside of English-speaking countries. Is there any plans to localize some of the assets that you are putting there?
Yes, there is. And I actually just spoke to Daniel. He was talking to me earlier. Yeah, we have got plans to, we obviously have to work with our local teams, obviously, to get that. Our marketing team is primarily North American based, so it does take a little bit longer. But yeah, there are plans to localize that content and assets that you can use. And I know, are you based in LATAM? In Canada, okay. Yeah. French, okay, yes, trickier language. But yes, no, we definitely do have plans to localize, the sort of languages and content and things like that. So, any more questions on that?
Yeah. I just wanted to ask you, since you guys do the budget that's basically on a time basis for the deal, you also categorize it based on the economics, like that's a really hot, more contract for the deal, where it's over, it's just the beginning, so you guys categorize it by the stage.
Yes, yeah. Well, we categorize the stages as we would in our own sales cycle. So we can run you through those stages if that's something you're interested in seeing. I'm not talking about that now, but we can certainly obviously 10% discovery, and as we go through the deal cycle. So yeah, it's based on our own sales cycle essentially. Any more questions? No? All good. So the deal dashboard, again, this is essentially just showing what deals you've registered, how these deals are progressing. We really want to create a level of transparency and build trust with you. So this is where you can find out all the deals that you've registered, who's supporting you on them, who's assigned to those deals. And as part of the sort of guardrails that we've sort of put around this, we've implemented some key rules of engagement. So I think we all know that relationships take a lot of hard work. Mine certainly does with my partner sometimes. And it's really important to know what's expected from you as the partner, but also what you can expect from us. So in the portal, you'll also be able to see the rules of engagement that are laid out really clearly and to provide clarity around how we work together.
Sorry, as a follow-up question to the localization question I asked earlier, from a currency, going global obviously means having to deal with a lot of currencies. How is that going to work out for deal registering and for billing?
You can register the opportunity in any currency you want, but the deals we typically operate in US dollars, so that's the currency. Yes, but you can register in any currency you want. So, no, jokes aside, it's like we are most of the deals are registered here in North America. I think for European customers it's slightly different, so we have some exemptions. We have deals in euros and pounds, so that's happening as well. I think North American US dollars is the reference point.
Maybe it's just one for the avoidance of doubt. Let's just imagine that we've got a client where we haven't got an official RFI or an RFP yet, but we're working on them as a lead generation. I'm working the assumption that we put those in as well. Could you just walk us through what the process would be for that? Because it's not as specific, and the date to convert it will potentially be quite far out. So what's the best practice there?
So we work on it on a, I think, individual basis, right? Because it's every quota we put in front of you. There's a certain clause which defines how long it is going to be valid. Typically, we look at 3 to 6 months. If you have a longer cycle and you have to budget the opportunity, I think we need to put some contingency on it, and that's it. I think that's the reasonable period to address that. Normal business relationship, you know, it's like, especially with a 10% inflation.
So I'm actually going to flick through this slide and come back to this. So this is one of the new features that we are bringing to the portal after core conversations, and it's the business planning feature. So essentially, this is a program status tracker where you can track how you're progressing in your partnership. It relates to our partner ecosystem. So displays our partner tiering, so where you sit within your tier, how you're progressing, maybe what you need to do in order to advance the next tier, if you're silver, if you want to advance to gold, and also some of the benefits you receive when you do advance. So again, this is really important. We want to make sure you're keeping on track with your goals. We want to make sure we're supporting you in the way we need to. If we don't think you're reaching your goals or you're not happy with the way you're progressing, we obviously want to be there to help you and talk about it and make sure that partnership's a success. So really exciting feature. We're going to be bringing this out in the next few weeks, and your partner sales and success team will take you through how this works and how you can get involved. Partner Marketplace. So this is probably, this is another new feature that we're bringing to the portal after SKO. And it's one I'm probably most excited about, and we've worked really hard on this with the marketing team. So it's all about connecting our partners and customers. So we know the journey from prospect to customer is a really important one, and we want to be able to streamline that, make it as easy as possible, as efficient as possible. And this, oh, sorry, I'm flicking with my clicker. This is, the Partner Marketplace really sort of supports this. It's essentially, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with partner marketplaces and other organizations, but it's essentially a library or a shop window, if you like, for where our customers can come to and find the right partner, connect with the right partner, whether that's based on region, whether that's based on vertical industry expertise, number of certifications, how many successful deployments they've had. So it really gives you the exposure you need as partners, but also really opens you up to our customer network. And this is kind of the first time we've done this. We really want to ensure that our customers are getting connected with partners as early as possible. It's really important, so we can continue that relationship throughout the deal cycle. So this feature allows for this. I think I said earlier, as an incentive to log into the portal, you'll actually need to be updating your information that you want on Partner Marketplace in the portal. So it's really important that you do go in, log in, enter all the information that you need, as that will be is what will be displayed on our website. So really exciting feature. As I said, again, the team will take you through this, what you need to do, and what you need to add to your profile. I think it was, yes. Yes, so the higher your status, the kind of more exposure, I guess, you get. So yeah. Yes, so we will have a filter, the way you can filter through tier status. So yeah, there's obviously region. I know it's going a bit quickly, but partner type, you know, if you're looking for a specific partner type or a local language, for example. Any other questions on that? Nope. Oh, Kiki.
Hi, everybody. Kiki Brown, if you haven't met me. It's really essential for you to go in and fill out your company profile. This really is a lead generation mechanism. you can go in and you can add your logo, but not just that, you can add your resources, you can add what your services are, your specialties, anything that will draw the customer to you. So I really do insist that you guys go and do that when you do get your access. That should be one of the first things that you do, because that information is pushed out. You can add multiple locations and things of that nature, and a map will pop up and show all your locations and things of that nature. So I really do encourage you to do that.
Want to ensure that we allow extensibility, so you can bring your own. Even today, you can bring your own LLM. We are asking teachers to bring your own embedding service, bring your own web.
Sorry, just to add to that, sorry, I'm Serkan Ibrahim. I'm working our direct sales team, so not in the partner team. One of the reasons why we really believe and value this is for our own customers that we are winning directly. So our direct team in Europe grew in terms of revenue by about 523% last year. 100% of the delivery was done through our partners. We did that in 20 different countries in 16 different languages. We need a partner marketplace so that we can show which partner has capabilities in IT programs, in HR programs, in retail, in banking and financial services, who know how to manage regulated markets and have the language capability there. So this is a great opportunity for you to win business through our direct channel as well.
I think it's. Oh, I might change. I might go back to that one. Sorry. Yeah, so just to echo kind of what Serkan and Kiki said, this is really exciting. It's promoting efficient lead generation, so connecting our partners and customers as quickly as possible. And again, just giving you the exposure to our customers. It's a really important thing. And so, as Kiki said, as soon as you can, start updating this. Yeah, we're really excited to start releasing this to everyone. I've been told I've got 5 minutes left about a minute ago, so I'm going to try and whiz through the rest of this really quickly. Enablement. So one of the main things that underpins all of this is enablement. It's the most important part of any program. And when we sat down with a lot of you prior to developing our new partner enablement program, there was a common theme that was raised around having an enablement program that was centered around you as the partners. Tailored, centric partner learning paths that were focused not just from a customer's perspective, but a partner perspective. So we've developed a new core academy specifically for partners. This is only accessible through the partner portal. So again, you will need to log in to try and access this. Most of you will have had access to our customer core academy. So we're actually moving everything over from there, and that will soon be turned off, and you'll have to access through the partner academy. So on top of this, we're making a little bit of a shift in terms of enablement. And obviously we have the online learning path, self-service academy from a sales, pre-sales and delivery perspective. But there's been a bit of an uptick in terms of sales, pre-sales certification, and having a little bit more of a hands-on approach. So starting this year, we're going to be implementing 60 to 90-minute sessions, which are being delivered monthly on a wide variety of topics. And these will all be based around the personas that are outlined in our partner program. So generic sales, this is going to be covering Kore.ai products, use cases, target personas, case studies, simplified discovery. So we're going to shortly be bringing out simplified discovery packs covering CX, EX, AX, SX, so the 5 use cases, well, only 4 of them at the moment, that Greg covered. Industry sales, so looking more from a vertical perspective, solutions perspective, so industry-specific discovery, pretty much what you got in generic sales, but kind of focusing more on those industries and verticals. Subject matter experts, so people you may have from technology, product standpoint, having sessions dedicated to them, case studies, simplified discoveries again. I think a lot of our discovery documents can be quite long, and we want to make it really easy for you to be able to look at like a one-pager, this is what I need to talk about related to these specific use cases. So we're really trying to make that easy for you. Pre-sales, so again, I'll highlight how to demo. Obviously, this has been an ask from people, and it's really important that you are able to demo to your customers and prospects. And then things like setting up POCs. We'll also be running certifications throughout this, and I'll talk about some of the incentives in a second. And then executing, so again, running with your PSDs, the account mapping sessions, targeted use cases, demand generation, and obviously the marketing initiatives that we're going to talk about in a second. I would say any questions, but I'm just trying to run through this. So marketing, a core component of any partner program is marketing, something that works for you as the partner, but also works for you, for your customers in their respective markets. Every market represents different challenges and unique situations. So we want to make sure we're targeting specific markets, specific accounts. So part of these initiatives, we're going to be introducing ABM campaigns, so specific account campaigns targeted at your key accounts. So whether that's through promotional materials, whether that's through events, seminars, webinars. We've run a lot of events sort of targeted at specific accounts. So we really want to leverage that and build off the success that we've seen. Campaign in a box. So we're going to be bringing together in sort of packages, promotional materials, toolkits, with all the resources that you need to go out and target your specific customers in their domains. So some really exciting stuff going on. These are just a couple of the events that we've run this year. And as I said, we've seen some really great success. Monthly enablement webinars. So I think we've spoken to a lot of you about these, but we're going to be running these monthly to sort of boost your knowledge around various different topics with our SEs. So really making it kind of an open forum for you to be able to go in to learn a little bit more in depth about the technology. And incentives. So I think I've got 2 minutes left. So we are offering a couple of incentives this year. So we really want you to go in and start completing the partner sales training. We think it's really valuable, really important. So we're offering a $50 gift card. It does say an Amazon voucher over there, but I'm sure we can it is Amazon, or let you choose. Yeah. For anyone that completes this on the portal. So it's only about 4 hours. I say only about 4 hours, but you don't have to do it all in one go. But you do get a $50 gift card. And then finally, around deals. So registering deals, if you register a deal from now until March 31st, you can earn 1 times MRR. So we were doing the calculations earlier. So let's say you do $1 million in ARR. You would get an extra 83,000 on top of what you've already agreed at your 20%. So some exciting initiatives that we'd love you all to take part in. You can earn some money and a gift card. Very easy way to earn a gift card. So yeah, that is kind of the end of what I wanted to cover. We did have to rush through a few things, but are there any questions?
It's more a sort of statement. So the sales enablement is brilliant. So thank you. It's going to help us a lot.
Yeah. No, I think there's been a lot of feedback around having a bit more of a hands-on approach, and we do have a lot of product solutions, and they are constantly evolving. So I think it's really important that we have that sort of one-to-one basis with your teams and run you through all of that content and enablement. Right? Any other questions? Nope. All good. Well, thank you very much.